Good morning. Another rainy day in Florida. It's been kind of depressing. A lot of rain since I've been here, actually. I don't know, maybe that's the norm in Florida. I guess I haven't been here long enough. I'm getting the itch to get back on the road. I don't know. I think I might leave in March and just start traveling again. Yeah, I miss going from place to place instead of being in one place all the time. And, more drama at the park, at the Wrinkle Ranch. They're making people take their flags down. Keith had flags like the Canadian flag and, all this stuff. And they went around telling everybody that they can only have one flag up. So Keith had to take it down. And then I'm at Denny's right now. I'm about to go in because I was trying to work this morning and the internet wasn't working, and they're making Keith move for the second time. There's some electrical not working somewhere, so he had to move his whole rig, and that's why the internet isn't working. But I got a lot of work to do, and I want to say thanks. Gosh, I posted that video, later last night, and I already got quite a big response for people who want to be on the Zoom call. So I was trying to make the Zoom link so I could send it to you guys. And again, no internet where I was. And that's just part of van life. I tried to use my hotspot and that wasn't working out so well too. So I haven't had breakfast. It's already like noon. So I'm going to go into Denny's and eat and work. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I've been thinking, somebody wrote, and listen, this is not to say, it's like, oh, honey, it's getting pretty boring or something like that. And listen, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to, and I know like this is just one comment, but like I said, my days, this is Vlogmas. Nothing really exciting happens, just like in your life. The only difference is I live in a van. I mean, I'm not doing adventures all the time. I have to save my money to then do adventures. And I think we get used to this, image. We watch these videos and, I do too. They're very well produced. Oh, there's a little kitty. Sorry. Let's see the kitty. Oh. Sorry, kitty break. I had to stop. I actually have some tuna when I get out, and if he's still there, specifically for that reason, I was going to buy some cat food the other day. I don't know if you know, like when I drove cross country, I would randomly run into cats and stop and feed them. Squirrel! But yeah, you're used to seeing like these highly produced things, and it's every week, and it's a lot of, that's why YouTubers have burnout, because they're trying to produce this thing. And I was thinking about, because I probably could make more money on social media. I've thought about getting somebody to do like my SEO and make it, I have all these people always reach out to me daily like, oh, I could make your YouTube channel bigger. You don't have a big following because it's not reaching the right people and stuff like that. And there's something in me that I don't want people to, it's a money thing. Like, if people want to follow me, I want them to follow me. And I don't want to, for it to be just about the money. I don't want people to like me so I can get money. Does that make sense? We all have, like, as a life coach, these core values. And for me, I feel like I'm selling myself then. Does that make sense? Or selling out, or selling. The way I make money is by like I said, the bikes and, the stuff I do like that. And like I said, I do those as standalone, so you don't have to watch them, but they're fun for me to make. And I like to do them. And then I sell those things half price, so then other people can enjoy them for brand new, for less money. And that I feel good about. Do you know what I mean? That makes me feel good. But it's sad that, you know, on TikTok, I'm getting over TikTok too, because it's all like sponsorships or people selling you stuff. And I've had already TikTok, I think I have like 12,500 followers on there, and I don't even post that much there. And I've had companies reach out to collab on there, and yeah, I don't even respond, because everything is about trying to get a big following to make this your business, to make money. And for me sharing my life, I don't know. I guess that doesn't, to me, I don't want that to be how I make money. Because there may be a time that I just don't share it anymore, you know? And then where would I be? And that's the thing. I see these people like having to, I said before, I don't want to curate my life just to make money so I get more followers, you know, like on YouTube or social media. That just doesn't align with me. But, you know, I'm doing the pet thing. So I already got the registration. Did I tell you that? I got it in like 3 days. I applied for it. And so I'm working on branding, and I think I'm going to start an LLC around it. And so me doing that, like, that's like how I make my money, or like how I feel good. And not that it's wrong, but like I said, this is just me and my core values. And it just goes back to like somebody saying that, like, you know, oh, you're boring. Well, I'm not trying to be anything else for you other than, I'm not trying to fake my life or make it more interesting than what it is, just to appease people. If anything, I feel like this is just like a friendship, and at the end of the night, somebody can watch me and be like, oh, you know, like, just feel like somebody's checking in on you, and we're just having a conversation, and you can see like the troubles I go through and how boring van life can be. It's just like any other life. Actually, it's more challenging. Sometimes I wish I had like 5 rooms that I could just like dump stuff in and then go and lay down in my bed or on my couch and not have to worry about that for a while. But I live in a tiny space, so I always have to like kind of have it cleaned up, because I have to move around in here. So I just wanted to say that. And I have to get, you know, Joy has I still want to do too, talk to that lady about, you know, talking about putting senior homes and stuff like that. She's an expert on that. I met her on TikTok. I just haven't had time to look into the, what do you call it, like the streaming and stuff like that. But I have to order Minnesota forms because, you know, Jenny, my mom's PCA, is a contract worker, so she's 1099. So if you don't know, and I don't know if this is federal or state law, like if it's to Minnesota, I would think it would be federal, that if you make more than $600 from somebody, from a company or whatever, then they have to send you, you know, I forget what form number it is. That's one of the things I have to do while I'm in there. So I did it for my, you know, I have a modeling agency where if somebody makes more than $600 through me, then I have to send them this tax form so that then they can claim that on the taxes. And then you claim it on your taxes saying you paid them that much. So I have to order those forms so I can send it to her PCA by, what's the date that you have to send them by? So yeah, just little stuff I got to take care of, and big stuff. So yeah, so I just wanted to get that off my chest. And there are a couple of people who said, just like a couple, things about John and Keith. And I am telling you, this is my channel. I've invited them to be on my channel, just like Joy. And, you know, them are fighting words if you say anything bad about John, Keith, or Joy. And there's just no room for that here. This is a safe space. This is a kind space. And yeah, I just want you to know that it will not be tolerated. So, okay, got that off my chest. Okay, let's go into Denny's, and I'm gonna go order something and work and use their internet. Okay, let's do it. So I just got back to the RV camp. It's almost 6 p.m. I don't know where the time goes. This day has just flown by. But I did get a lot done. I figured out it's the 1099 NEC, non-employment contractor, is the form that I have to send Jenny. And she has an LLC, so she has a EIN or a TIN, tax identification number. And speaking of that, I started another LLC. I've probably have like 6 LLCs. Some have, they could say die on the vine. You know, if you just don't use them, they just kind of go away. But, yeah, this is going to be, so I got my registration for my puppy thing, and I am calling it Caring Courier Pet Transportation. So that's what I submitted to the state of Minnesota. And you too can own your own company if you pay $155. It's an LLC. Again, if you don't know, I've done this so many times. And if you have an LLC or company, it helps protect you. Because let's say somebody wanted to sue you. Well, they can only sue the company and the company's assets. They can't sue you, the individual, like, you know, take your house or take anything else. So if you didn't know that, that's why it's good to incorporate, or, you know, like I said, I've just done LLCs. There's different, like if there's corporations, there's S corps, there's all these other things. I'm not a tax person. I know just enough to open 6 LLCs, start 6. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go on Fiverr and get some branding done, like a logo. And then, yeah, I'm still going through like the videos and stuff like that. But yeah, once I think I know enough, I'll start putting myself out there. Again, it's kind of like van life, you know? You don't know until you start, right? And that's how you learn. And I have this lady that I'm working with, so, and we're going to go on a flight. I don't know when, because it was taking 3 to 4 weeks to get your registration. But I got mine in like 3 days. So we'll see. Yeah. And so yeah, so Keith just stopped over. I'm working on some stuff for Joy, actually. And Joy's doing great. A lot of people have asked how she's doing. She's doing great. Yeah, just, you know, getting by. And I think this time I'll be back before I know it. I think, I don't know if I said this before, sorry, that I think I might leave in March and head up, because I just feel like getting on the road. So yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and some guy pulled in today, and I think they're gonna have a problem with this. He's from Minnesota. He's from Rochester, and he got here, and I was just talking to Keith. Keith talked to him, and he said the guy's already leaving. He said because when he signed up, you usually have to get your spot a year in advance. And, you know, they had the restaurant on the website. They had the heated pool. They had, like, all the amenities where there are none anymore. And he's like, yeah, no, this isn't what I signed up for, and I want my money back. And Carol, she's kind of the manager, and she said she'll see. And he's like, oh, no, you won't see. You're going to give it back to me. So, okay, well, I'm going to let you go. Again, nothing earth shaking ever. Yeah, this is just life. And because that's the thing, if you really want to know life on the road, this is life on the road. And especially for somebody who still has to work. If you're retired and you get an income every month, you know, and depending on how much that is, life may look a lot different for you. But for me, this is just what van life looks like for me, because I have to make money to do adventures and just, you know, live, still pay my bills, and, you know, be able to afford starting a company, you got to put a little money into a company to make it happen. And, you know, I've always at least made back what I put into a company or more when I try all this stuff. And, you know, I think this, if I can get enough clients, I think this could be a good thing for me. The lady I'm learning from said she makes really good money and she really loves doing it. So, I don't know, why not? Throw your hat in the ring. That's what I mean. Just see what sticks to the wall. If you want to try something, try it. If you're not out too much, you know, if you can afford it and you're not out too much, and you just want to try, then go ahead and try, please. And yesterday I put, I did my coaching thing. It's called Fear versus Courage. I'll put that link below again too if you want to read it. And yeah, and thanks everybody. A lot of people have reached out about the Zoom meeting, so I've written all you back with the contact information for the Zoom meeting, which is next Tuesday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So I still have room left. I think I got like 15 people who wrote already. So yeah, if you want, just send me an email at advanturesover50@yahoo.com and just ask to be part of, you know, the Zoom meeting. Again, it's just talking about van life. If you ever thought about it, if you want to know about it, if you have questions, because I don't really have any outline plan. I'll just answer any questions that anybody has for me. I'll just answer as honestly, and hopefully maybe can give you some kind of help there. So, okay, I'm gonna let you go. Still got a lot to finish tonight before I go to bed. And tell me, has anybody, where are they? Oh, here it is. Has anybody read this book? So I'm this far in and I keep getting distracted from reading it, but it's supposed to be a super duper good book. I mean, it is so far. I'm into it. Like it's all about forming the characters in the beginning, and they're just starting to get in deeper. But I just want to know if anybody read this, because on TikTok it said it was like the best book. It's a big book. Let me know what you thought. Okay, now I'm gonna let you go. Okay, go out, make an adventure, no matter how big or how small. You have to sell everything and move into a van. And believe me, you know, van life is not somehow sugar, rainbows, puppy dogs. Well, probably might be puppy dogs for me soon, but you know, I like, it's not always exciting. It's mostly not exciting, you know, it's just real life. And so just know that van life is not going to change your life. You can't run away from yourself. If you're thinking that you can run away from problems, you know, like van life's going to be the end all and be all of solving things that, you know, maybe you don't want to deal with. Those things follow you anyway. So just know that van life is still just life, just everyday normal life, which even it's a little harder life actually. And you know, but you get to see a lot of places, meet a lot of different new people, and so, you know, it has its pros and cons, just like everything else. But you know, it's just everyday life like everybody else, paying bills, doing laundry, you know. And so that's just what I'm showing you, especially through Vlogmas. Vlogmas is almost over, but I'm committed to sticking to it. I think I missed 3 days, but I'm committed to see this out. So you're just getting talking videos because I've just been working and having the holidays. But hope you all had a great holiday, and go call someone you love. And as Joyce says, tell them that you love them. And don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. You don't do it. Don't forget your magic. And always look for the good. There's always something good to find. Okay? I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. Good night.